So I'm going to show you guys how to contour and use all of the creams for your face. It's going to be a talk through video, so I'm going to explain all of that. I did blow dry this, so my creams are a little bit more emollient. I find that it really helps when your creams have been softened a bit. They move better on your face. So I suggest doing that every once in a while. Or if you feel like you traveled and they got cold or something, that's what I would do. So yeah, let's get started. So I personally like a light coverage foundation just all over my face. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do, but I will tell you how to make it more full coverage as we go along. So if you want full coverage, first thing I would do is take your base highlight shade and put that all over your face. I'm gonna skip right to contour, and I use this brush of ours. This top end is perfect for contouring. So I dip my brush in here and I follow my cheekbone out like that. Stop about halfway through your eye. So like that. And obviously you can go harsher with it, the color, or as light as you want. So I'm gonna do my whole face like that. I'll speed it up so you guys can watch and just follow along the lines. Okay, so I like to add some darkness on the sides of my nose. I don't necessarily contour my nose, but I just add my contour shade on the sides of my nose. I'm not really precise, just the sides, just like this. And I like to put it right under that bottom lip too. Okay, so now that we have contoured, what I do is I go in with, I prefer to use my It Cosmetics brush. That's my favorite brush that I own. And these are my two base colors. I mix the two of them. And I prefer to do the lighter one down on my chin. And I don't worry about buffing it in. I'm just kind of more so placing the color down. And I do it everywhere I want coverage. If you already put your base shade on your entire face, you can skip this step or you can go ahead and do it again. Like I said, I put it everywhere except for directly under my eyes. So what I do now, and I think this brush is perfect for it, it's double-ended and it has this paddle side. And what I do is I go into my brightening shade, and I like super bright, so mine is the lightest we own, and I make that triangle of light right underneath my eyes. You can see I just kind of make up this little triangle right here. Because if you were to only do just under your eyes, you would have this funny like little circle of brightness. So you want to bring it down and make that little triangle. And I don't use a lot. If you need to color correct, say you would take your color correct shade. Frenchie is perfect for this. Frenchie is a lip and cheek shade. So you would take that color and put that directly under your eye. And then on top of it, you would put this color. And that would correct your really dark circles. And then I like to put it down the center of my nose and the center of my chin. So I've seen where some people put on their blush now and they just put on a little dot of their blush here and here, and then they go through and blend it all out. I like to do that last, so I don't ever put on my blush now. So now at this point, I would blend everything out, and I use stippling motions directly under my eyes and around my nose right here. And then I swirl it in with my brush everywhere else, and then finish off with my sponge. Or sometimes if I'm really feeling it like it, I'll do my whole face using just the sponge. The sponge really melts everything in to your skin, and I feel like that's an essential part of applying your makeup is your sponge. So now I'll go in with my fluffy brush. This is my favorite brush that we have. And I go into my Cayman bronzer. And I just bronze up my face. Pretty much going over anywhere I had put the contour. And this is a powder bronzer. We do have a cream bronzer, and I don't have mine yet. It's coming. I just got the email that it's coming. Okay, now using that same brush, I'm going to mix Nude and this one here, which I think is Sunshine State. Yes, it is Sunshine State. So I'm gonna mix the two of those with that same brush. So just like that. And you just place it on your cheeks where you want. Just like that. And now I'm going to take my sponge and soften it out a little bit. Now I'm going to top it with my powder highlight. And this is GLAMAZING. It really is amazing. And I'm just going to take my sponge and top that. Wow, and this really is very bright. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So one thing, because I really, really like such a bright under eye, I've been using this BUBBA Beauty brightening powder in the shade 1. And I am telling you, if you like a bright under eye, woo! This puppy will make your under eye nice and bright. So I actually just use this e.l.f. blush brush, and I dip it in here, and I just pat, because I have really dry skin, I just pat underneath here. I don't want a whole lot of powder. And it just, look at how much brighter this side is now than this side. It's truly magnificent. Voila. And there's a little mirror in here. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now I just use my powder shade in Trust, and this end from the paddle brush, this end to do my brows. So I'm just gonna speed through that just to show you guys so you can watch, but I won't talk through it. All right, now lastly for my lip, I'm gonna go back into, well, first I'm going to use that same little brush I just used for my brows and go into my contour, and I'm going to line my lips. All right, now that my lips are lined, I'm going to just take my finger into Nude, one of the blush shades that we used, and tap that on. And now I'm going to top it off with the other blush shade that we used. All right, now that is the final look. Look how dewy I look and just like fresh and skin-like my face is. Just, oh my gosh, and like close up. I usually have a problem with it bunching and like looking bad right here and like the crevices of my nose. Not today. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something. You enjoyed watching the video at least. And if you want to be shade matched, just follow the link in my Instagram bio and click on Mascara Shade Match Me. It's totally free, and then I just send you all these shades that would work for your skin tone, and then you can have beautiful skin too. Yay! Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you liked it, and I hope you come back. Okay, goodbye.